get Take On Me right away. You have to find it.
I know.
Bro, you ain't gonna find Take On Me. You're fucking trash.
I found it every time I've played it.
Okay, so we have Franco Zeffirini's 1968 Romeo and Juliet film. So that was not the first one, but that was like the major one that I think we're shown in classes. And then there's Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet, the one that people just call Leonardo DiCaprio's version, where it's like Romeo and Juliet but with guns.
Yo, that's fucking crazy, bro. Huru fucking ass. I'm amusing.
God, this was so. I'm sorry. This movie just seems so fucking funny. Dude, even the cover art looks so funny. It's just Romeo and Juliet kissing, and then the Montagues and the Capulets back in the background are just holding their guns gangster style. There could be only one.
All I've learned today is that Mangler can't appreciate fucking art.
I do appreciate it. It's just so fucking silly.
The folks you saved at Woodson's farm told me that the cult has a defector.
Bro, I bet when you watched that movie in high school, you still laughed your ass off.
There's no telling when the Lord will lift the burden of the wounded off my shoulders. Go to the Silver Lake Trailer Park and make sure that young man is safe.
I took that as seriously as I could.
We're no better than the cult.
Of course.
Speaking of things that teachers tried to play to fucking prove a point, for some reason, my English teacher didn't like fucking Top Gear. So what he did is he played an episode of fucking Top Gear, and he's just like, "How unfunny is this?" And I'm just fucking sitting there, just fucking laughing.
Wait, he asked you how unfunny is this, and you just started fucking laughing?
Yes.
Oh, bro, someone got fucking bad marks that day.
Oh, I didn't give a shit. I slept through most of his classes anyway.
Yeah, it sounds like he didn't like you all that much.
Listen, I was either awake for your class or I wasn't.
Sounds like he did not get along with you. Gotta say, I can't hazard a guess as to why.
Oh, sir. We're not that tired.
What?
I said I'm a little tired, but not that tired.
Hi, man. Looks like I'm the only one here. Yeah, it usually takes a while for people to show up. We usually get left alone in the company of each other for a while, just enjoying each other's presence.
Isn't having each other the only thing that really matters?
You know, I like the way you think sometimes, Mangler. But no!
You know, I could have just had a simple yes or no answer, and nothing in between. But this fucking unit of a human being over here decided to not follow the basic expected instruction.
I know. It's how I just, sometimes I keep myself awake at night, just wondering how much of a fucking legend I am. Actually, so, all joking aside for a minute, my job today actually fucking, the card shop job. They actually bought me a cake and got me a basket full of jerky for my birthday.
Do you eat jerky?
No, but they didn't know what else to get me, so I am satisfied.
That's a real one.
Eat this dehydrated meat, you salty bitch.
And I'm just like,
Well,
thank you for the meat. I will accept meat. Meat is a good meat is a great gift.
Well, I mean, you've only been there for a short period of time, so getting a birthday cake that easily is pretty nice.
Well, it's so it's mainly because I'm just like friends with them at this point.
Mm.
Because believe it or not, guys, I'm actually quite charming and enjoyable.
Yes, please. I don't believe you. Yes, please.
Is it in between the sarcasm, or is it just?
I'm offended, honestly, that you guys don't believe me. Hello, Night Slayer.
I think on a practical level, like just talking completely seriously, I think you could probably be pretty nice to people if you really wanted to. I'm just not around you. So I can't say with like definitive evidence that it has happened, but I'm sure it's definitely like very possible. Obviously,
I don't even know what to say this right now. Guys, you think this YouTube channel was made off of me selling nudes or something?
Well, that's an image.
I hate to break this to you people, but you know the 2K subscribers didn't just come overnight.
I guess the term OnlyFans has a different meaning for you.
It's a possibility. Wow, Night Slayer. Wow.
hey, I mean, based on everything that you tell me about your job, it's probably true. I don't doubt it. I'm just saying I haven't been there, so you know. I can't say I witnessed it, but it's probably true. Well, that's literally what you're supposed to say about like anything you don't witness yourself. Is that it's probably true.
He won't say that. He's Christian.
Hmm.
He wasn't
Why
there to
is that?
witness it, but he has to have faith.
I wouldn't ask him to have any more faith than he already has.
I'm about to beat your asses.
Is that before or after you proceed to prove how nice of a person you are to me?
Before.
Okay. At least we have a chain of
back
events
and
going on for here, so what I can recall them afterwards when someone asks me about it.
Yeah.
Where did you get that black eye? Oh, you know, this from one of the nicest guys I happen to know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the issue here. Look. I am just a really nice guy. And 3 of my friends in prison are Christian too. And? Did anyone fucking ask?
Remember, guys, the key to playing Yoshimitsu is that your opponent is that you cannot be more aware of what you're doing than even your opponent is. Both of your minds must be completely empty.
Must resist the urge to tell Mangler to go kill.
If Zim could go 24 hours without telling me to go fuck myself, interesting. That's a challenge.
Was that a genuine question? I don't want to play that game.
I have returned.
Welcome back, Kyle.
Yes. And like any good challenge, I would take every single opportunity, every waking moment to test his mettle. You know, what is a real challenge unless you have actual adversity?
Bruh. Mainly would just be there watching me, just looking at me directly and being like, choke, choke, choke.
You so much as breathe wrong, we're gonna have a problem.
See, this is what I have to deal with, and you guys think I'm the bad guy here just because I have questionable morals.
Man, they really need to give better voice lines to Yoshimitsu.
Question for you lads, do you think Zim is capable of actually getting into an actual fight and committing to it?
Probably, if he really cares.
You know, I've actually fought people, like, in real life, right? I used to be, like, quite the fucking, like, troublemaker in that.
Oh, here he goes. He's talking about how he used to be like Kimbo Slice. Here he goes.
Listen, I was a fucking beast until the day I slipped and I broke my ankle.
Bro, probably just does fucking.
Everything went downhill from there.
He probably just does the wall, the fucking windmill punches.
No, fuck! Can I do that?
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Hello, Jeremy. Excuses? Bro, the ankle's a problem, but if you need to get your ass beat, don't worry. The ankle ain't gonna stop me.
But if I do get my ass beat, I've got a convenient excuse.
I thought you were based, Zim. I am based. But I can tell you, but I'll tell you the flat out truth, bro. I used to be a lot scrappier.
I took an arrow to the knee. I mean, an ankle to the.
People make fun of Scott.
I don't know who that one.
I used to be a fighter and then I sprained my ankle.
Bruh.
That's the end of the story.
Bruh.
It doesn't get better after that.
Everyone talks a lot of shit about the arrow in the knee statement, but I feel that. I feel that.
What is that fucking angle?
I took a 15-minute lunch, set Alexa for 10 minutes before I needed to be at work, and she didn't go off, so we'll stay over for 20 minutes to make up for that. Hopefully management is cool with that as they ignored it.
I mean, considering what they're asking you to do, they should probably shut their mouth.
Defend me, you lowlives!
Question for you, Zim. Do you consider Mangler and Kyle to be based? Damn.
We already know the answer to that question.
Damn. I gotta say, Kyle can be pretty based at times. I don't know, Mangler's a little lacking in the base department. I don't know, like, he ain't no Red Dust, you know? Oh yeah, I posted that Blade Mode statement. What's your thoughts? Well, Jeremy, I've had the guidebook for like a month and a half now, so we've already seen that statement. Shut up.
You have.
I gave you everything you fucking wanted.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. I gave you the scans, didn't I?
No. You gave me entire swaths of page.
Oh my fucking gosh! I really took the pictures, didn't I?
No, you haven't. Now box them up.
No, fuck you. You're not a fucking child, Kyle. You can read a fucking page.
Box them up.
Fuck you.
Box them up so I know what I'm supposed to be looking at.
God, you fucking suck. It's not even like a full fucking page. It's like half a
Box it up.
I will fucking kill you. As you can imagine, some things go a little slower because some of us here are a bit stubborn.
Bro, for somebody who does packaging all day, he doesn't do any boxing up any well, does he?
He needs that red outline, Zim. Make it blue out of spite. I'll make it green.
Fucking do it. Green's my favorite color.
God, of course it is. For another Coca-Cola, you probably weren't that scrappy. That ankle just made it kind of non-existent. I'm sorry, Devil, but that's where you're wrong.
No, he was scrappy. You know, just the way Scrappy is in Scooby-Doo.
But yeah, no, Blade Mode's a weird position, but it's kind of, if you genuinely believe it's some temporal manipulation or time manipulation, it would be completely outlierish in the verse, as there's no time. Well, I guess technically not, because technically there is time travel if you take the Raiden DLC in Ground Zeroes, but I'm pretty sure it's confirmed as non-canon. But no, yeah, it would make no sense for Raiden to actually have time thing.
God damn it.
We've still yet to do that, Metal Gear Video.
It's more likely that Raiden's Blade Mode is just perception manipulation, where it slows down the world around him, and he just moves to cut them in real time. Because Raiden's already super fast. It would just make more sense that Blade Mode is just, you know, normal Raiden shenanigans.
It would just basically be Raiden, like, enhancing his senses to a heightened level in the context of a fight, which is not even really, like, inconsistent. Because his Ripper mode is taken from his persona of Jack the Ripper, which he had as a child, where he was just a cold, bloodthirsty killer. So he'd be going around, like, fighting people on, like, basic instinct, as if, like, that's just a normal behavior. Whereas during Metal Gear Rising, even though he's trained, like, his perspective on fighting is obviously very different until he has his fight with Monsoon. So, like, I know he has Blade Mode outside of that. I'm just saying that, like, there is precedent for it being perception manipulation. But there's other stuff in the series that supports that his reactions are kind of flawed.
You head over to US Auto and get it. I'll make sure the folks here are safe.
I'll meet you there. We'll go on a rampage again.
We'll go on a rampage against those asswipes.
That's what I've always wrote it off as. Yes, that's what makes sense.
It's tense now.
Yeah, but no. So that's why sometimes things get a little falling behind on schedule, because sometimes we just don't agree on the proper way to provide information for each other.
Maybe you like bird stuff.
Maybe you like bird
They never
stuff.
stop to think.
They ever stop to think, maybe they're the apocalypse? Don't go doing anything I wouldn't do.
Be right there. Hold on, I'm on my way.
Oh yeah, so apparently the new Madam Web movie was really bad.
Got targets in my
No one's liked it, but I haven't seen it yet because I don't really watch theaters anymore.
What is?
What? Madam Web? Now when a
Wait,
character
hang on.
Now, when a character perception blitzes someone due to travel or combat speed, that is applicable to travel and combat speed and shows the character fails to a later scaling chain as well as shows doing to team them. Devil, what the fuck did I just read?
Hey, Jess, stay low.
Hang on, I'll read that in a moment.
Get a better view.
What are your guys' thoughts on Suicide Squad kills the Justice League? I don't know. I never bothered to look too far into it.
I didn't either.
Someone tried perception blitz is just that, not actually showing the speed, etc. being greater. Well, because the problem is that if the perception blitz, if the perception ability is combat applicable, I don't know if it's an actual speed increase. Because you're just seeing things move slower around you so you can more properly react to them. Granted, I guess if you can slow down your perception and you still manage to blitz, then yeah. I guess it would be a speed feat. But yeah, no, I haven't seen Suicide Squad kill the Justice League, and all I know is that you do actually kill the Justice League.
That is the name of the game, yes.
Yeah, people got upset that you actually killed the Justice League.
I think they got upset at the way you killed it, but like, yeah, that was definitely something they were upset about. Which I got a little confused when I first saw that because I was like, "Isn't that the name of the game?"
Do they like? I'm guessing they waken Superman somehow with like kryptonite or something.
Yeah, no, that's fair game. That's.
Nah, dude goes from one edge of the building, goes behind said person in one of the examples, and they say it's nothing more than perception blitz, as if they don't register his movement. I thought Devil was kidding when he said that, like, when he said that freaking this guy Megumin lost the will to live, but no, he actually did, and I'm just like, dude, could you kill yourself after?
Yeah, and in the same chapter, he gets it back, and he's just like, yeah, I've separated from Sakuna. Now I'm gonna fight. It's just like, okay, so I guess Sakuna just has his own body again, and now you're all gonna team up on a heavily weakened Sakuna. Okay, this sounds like a shit ending.
Bruh, for reals. Imagine being freaking carried by Gojo even after death.
I think the one thing that will happen in retrospect is I think the series is not going to end well. I think it will be one of those series that people will look back and be like, it was a good series, but it just ended shit. And I think once all is said and done, the Versus community is going to fucking calm down.
I do wonder where Jujutsu Kaisen scale. Wait, Gojo actually died? Yeah, Gojo survived. Or Gojo dead. Gojo's dead, yeah. He's not coming back, bro. Yuji is the only strike line now. I think Sukuna will pull out the W.
That could have been better.
Damn straight, sister.
It really is Gojo over.
Deputy, it's Kim. Listen up. Cult's been going around with gas tankers, filling in with any fuel they can find. I think they're planning an attack. Keep an eye out, and when you find them, blow those bastards sky high.
It is Gojo.
Woohoo!
Kyle likes flying.
Getting some piggy chatter over the radio. Ugh, of fucking course. They're on to you, Deputy. Sounds like there's 2 more tankers and they're making a run for cover. Don't let them get away.
I'm in a plane. They can't get away.
Kyle, if I recall correctly, the last time you were on a plane, you got kidnapped and shoved into a cage? Gojo's situation is so vague because Gojo's eyes and neck is still intact. Imagine that the way they beat Sukuna is that Gojo just comes back to life and delivers the final blow with another hollow.
No, are you going to tell me he's going to fight like one of those heads from Futurama?
Bro, Gojo's
No. Even better. I got it. They're gonna pick up the head, do some like weird ritual on it, and Gojo's gonna come back to life just in time as they throw the head through the air, and his eyes are gonna open midair right as he launches at Sukuna, and then bam, Sukuna will be dead.
Bruh.
There you go.
Kyle, you
plane's
fucking
exploded.
suck ass at driving. Holy fuck.
That was not my fault. The plane exploded.
It'll be like a Mortal Kombat execution gone wrong.
Gojo's about to show up and hit everybody with that lime green.
Come back to our airfield. We got a bunch in the
Hey, he's about to play out his strongest technique, the fraudulent black.
It's like I actually was holding back a completely different color all along.
I think
For
it'll be
the
nice
exact
when
reason.
I think it'll be nice when Jujutsu Kaisen ends and people calm down about Gojo and in retrospect realize he's not as powerful as they gave him credit for.
Getting some Peggy chatter over the radio.
Gojo died, Muda likely died, and Maki is going to die next. Then we'll have Yuji and Sukuna versus each other with just hands, with Megumi dying as Sukuna's vessel, as shown from Yuji's death during the first special grade fight. Also, they have two ways to bring Gojo back as well. Yuta may hit an awakening or stay dead. So hear me out. Krill's limitless power. Thoughts? What? Based on what?
What's the question?
No, he's just saying that Kratos has limitless power.
Who knows where they might have parked that tanker? Don't gotta
I
worry
mean,
about it
like,
now. Keep it up.
I mean, you can dream of it, but it doesn't make it reality.
Gojo's eyes ability.
The answer is no.
Gojo's ice abilities can reverse according to Google. Yeah, Google's wrong half the time. Gojo's ice abilities can RTC half of his body easy because his curse usage is infinitely close to 0. Dog, the more I hear about Gojo, the more it makes me question if Yuji is even the main protagonist. I believe that was actually a criticism regarding the series for a while, that...
It becomes very clear very quickly, like, after the first 3 arcs. I think from Shinjuku onwards, it's fucking Gojo. It's either Megumi or it's like Gojo.
That's what happens when you write a story and then the another character gets more popular than you were kind of expecting.
According to Google? According to Google, Kratos has limitless power? What kind of crack has Google been smoking? Everybody should get that kind of shit.
Kratos Multi-Continental, does that sound better?
No, it's still too high.
Deputy, we got a problem. Sounds like the cult's got a recon helicopter.
Gojo, Yuta, and Megumi are the mains, yeah. They're the Secret God War fan working at Google. But what would be the source for Kratos having infinite power or whatever?
Because I said so.
Nice views up there, huh? Nick taught me how to fly on our 3rd date. I fell in love with the valley.
Google says the Multi-Continental. Okay, now I know you're just yanking our chain. Google does not say shit like that. I've been watching One Piece recently, and it's pretty good so far.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Bro, all the joking aside for a minute, One Piece is peak fiction. Like, it's not a masterpiece, but peak fiction doesn't have to be perfect. It's just good fiction. It's probably some of the best fiction you'll find. Maybe because some old statements from the devs that Kratos has infinite strength? Nah, Knighted Slayers just go.
Well,
Well, at this point, like, when people come on stream and they ask us about, like, God of War and say that Kratos has, like, this kind of power, we don't know if you're joking or not. Because we've dealt with so many of these kinds of people.
Hot one lit up like the 4th of July.
But no, I don't think it's like I'm not lying. Look it up. Whereas Kratos scale 2, it says multi-continental. It's really weird.
It's still wrong though.
Well, I just looked it up, and it says that Kratos scales to multiversal.
So he was wrong then.
Also, I feel a little intimidated when I saw that there are 21 seasons. Do you see any good movies? I did not. What's your favorite day?
I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird fucker here, but if I see a shonen series and it says it has like a lot of shit to get through, I'm kind of more excited because it means I get to actually like more time to fall in love with the series.
Yeah, you're just fucking weird.
I hate short series. Like if something's 12 episodes, it's not worth my time.
I think a long series is nice. I just don't want something like One Piece being like 1,000 episodes.
How fucking dare you get on One Piece right now and start fucking watching?
Well, the problem is with One Piece is that
so much of One Piece already.
Well, the problem with One Piece is that it shouldn't even be 1,000 episodes. If you typically like narrow down everything and make it manga accurate, it's like probably close to the 300 episodes.
I'm just talking the fucking manga in general, like, which is the shortened version.
To be fair, like, it is over 1,000 chapters, but most of those 20 pages are like not very dialogue heavy, and it's mostly like 2-page spreads most of the time.
That's true.
Like, there's a reason why when people actually start going through One Piece, it doesn't take them all that long to get through it.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you had 2-3 weeks, like let's say you had 14 days to spare and you decide to read One Piece, you could probably get halfway through the time skip.
If you're just reading the manga, yeah. Dead for Kratos did say at one point they think he's boundless to the fans stating it. However, that was a while back. Also, Kyle, you calc the Kronos clap against Kratos?
The Kronos clap does nothing. Like, this is the problem we have now, is just like, Kronos has no good scaling, and if you want to calculate, you basically have to assume how big Kronos is.
I saw a show called Undead Luck. Very good show. Chris?
The statements and showings of how large he is from depth, though. I would argue that's kind of a bit inconsistent, because depending on the engine that you're looking at, he's like not even like the size of like a fucking mountain. But his visuals are really different depending on like either cutscenes or gameplay examples. If we're talking this model being drawn to scale, then there's also artwork of him, which is he's far larger in the artwork.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, like, his model in 3 is smaller than what it was in 1. But also,
Oh no, definitely.
but also,
Definitely.
if you're going to
I'm not.
use Titans trying to hit Kratos, and you're going to try and calculate it, use Atlas. Atlas at least has, like, an actual good statement.
Plus guides, it became the game rotation or what, as I think they're consistent in the size. I don't think the games are consistent in the size. Limitations or not, they're not consistent. Granted, you can say he's definitely like larger than like most large buildings. I think that's probably fair. But to give like an actual estimate, like I don't think you'd be able to get one. Isn't Kratos city level? If I remember correctly, city to the mountain level range. Like there is just definitively like solid evidence of Greek gods be able to blow up cities and shit, and Kratos scaling to them, as well as like mountain level feats in the series.
The problem is that we're at the point now where some of the lore statements really don't matter because of the context that we have now. So if you're actually gonna like scale him, you have to do it physically. What he can physically do.
Also use Kratos model height as well. I would not go that route, considering that like his model is only like fucking 6 foot tall, and he'd be lifting a guy that's like bigger than a skyscraper. That gets into pixel calc territory, which then becomes very unreliable. I like how that huge sign just says yes. What huge signs? Apparently there's a huge sign that says yes.
There was a sign in the Far Cry game that I believe said yes. Kratos is not 7 feet tall. Oh, what the fuck?
Kratos is definitely 6 foot something. I don't think he's 7. Greek games, not Norse. I don't think in the Greek game. Do you think he became shorter in the Norse games? Like, if anything, I would assume he was taller in the Norse games. Like, if you see flashbacks and things of Kratos throughout the vast majority of the games when he's like a Spartan, as well as when he's like just a normal Greek god, and he's compared to like even a regular scrawny fucking peasant, he's only like a couple inches taller than them. And that's usually when he's like, we're talking scenes in God of War 2 where he's like threatening them with their life by smashing their head into the side of like a pedestal. So he's like bending their head over at an angle, and they're still comparable to his size.
Early script system is 6 foot 6 inches tall, while recently a Santa Monica studio stated Kratos 7 foot 6 inches in the comic books and about 6 feet 4 inches in the games. What the fuck? Oh, so Devil, you lied to me about the Mos Claudia pools, bro. I'm hurt.
Wait, did you guys know Kratos' first name is John? Someone has mentioned that to me. I don't know where they got that statement from, though.
It's official.
I wouldn't be surprised, but that also doesn't make fucking sense.
It's from Sony.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that doesn't make sense. Like, why his first name would be John in like, you know, a fucking like Greek world. Like, maybe if he was like somewhere a little bit more north in Europe, maybe somewhere like, well, actually, I don't even think England's a thing at that time.
John is the most Greek of names. It is. Yeah, it's paid now. For
You know what else is a thing? Yeah, speaking of God of War stuff, I actually have Shovel Knight now. It went on sale. I was able to buy it. So,
yeah, so you can see if Shovel Knight actually upgrades the verse or not.
well, no, I can't, because I have the Xbox version, which means Shovel Knight gets to fight the Battletoads instead of Kratos.
Yeah, but both of them are canon.
I understand that, but I'm pretty sure the fights are completely different. Like, I'm pretty sure the moveset for both the
Yeah, but
fighters-
the problem is we can watch either of the fights. What matters is what's in the actual like game before he gets there.
Oh, you just want to see what like Shovel Knight actually has.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what Kratos has. It's for some reason it's probably better than what he gets in the Norse Pantheon.
Did you guys?
I think that'll be the
Speaking of
thing
Shovel
that,
Knight,
I think that'll be the thing that will hurt people the most. To know is that Shovel Knight has a canonical like victory over Kratos.
yes. Hey, you know, maybe Shovel Knight has some crack statements. You never know.
It's a
That's just-
collab. It wouldn't take anything literal. Devil, it's not a collab. The Santa Monica Studio devs confirmed it's canon.
Yeah, it's like the acknowledged tweet for when Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart came out and Santa Monica Studios did official artwork
Yeah.
showing that God of War is part of the Ratchet and Clank multiverse.
Yeah. Like Bruno was actually talking. He was specifically talking about the various crossovers, and he confirmed the Mortal Kombat one wasn't canon. And then someone asked him about Shovel Knight. He's like, "Yeah, Shovel Knight's canon." They're like, "Really?" He's like, "Yes, it's canon."
Yeah, so
I'm like,
the
why?
event,
But people would have preferred Mortal Kombat because at least they could try and argue something from the tower.
Also, Mortal Kombat fighters, from my understanding, would be a lot better fighters than Shovel Knight.
They probably have better scaling.
Yeah, better everything. Because like if you have Kratos in Mortal Kombat, you can argue he can fight someone like Sub-Zero, or someone like Raiden, or Liu Kang, or Shao Kahn.
And trust me, they would have preferred Mortal Kombat because that bleeds into Mortal Kombat versus DC, which is canon, and that also bleeds into Injustice.
Well, so it's also more so for the fact that Mortal Kombat characters are built very uniquely from each other in terms of a lot of their abilities and stuff. So you could start making arguments about whether or not Kratos is like either A, Kratos resists a lot of their abilities, or B, Kratos is just so skilled he never lets himself get hit by those abilities.
we don't see Shovel Knight era stuff with Kratos' crossover to the Norse. Watch Soul Calibur be canon. No, the
Soul
reason
Calibur,
That's not how that works.
Be.
So the people at Santa Monica Studios decides what crossovers are and are not canon. It doesn't matter whether or not they're referenced in like a mainline title.
Yeah, it's like basically they have access to the. Basically, they have access to the usage of the character and the licensing of the property. So even if they don't own a crossover, they can determine if it's canon to their verse. They can't determine if it's canon to anything else, but they can determine that it's canon to their own properties. It's essentially the right that they have as creators. Because if they don't, then who does?
What do you mean?
It's also-
death of the author.
Yeah, that's what the author.
You two really need to make a video going over Death of the Author.
We did not, but I can sit down with Zim
No, I
and do it
said
like
you.
1
I
week.
said you need to.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't Ragnarok
It
be
would
more
take, like-
canon or retcon Shovel Knight? How does Ragnarok retcon Shovel Knight?
You see, you actually find out that Kratos is the self-proclaimed greatest shovel fighter in the history of mankind.
If you use Kratos' other appearances, he would absolutely scale way higher.
Yeah, especially things like Soul Calibur and Mortal Kombat. 100%.
If it came out after Shovel Knight stuff, that would.
It doesn't matter.
Any of the Shovel Knight stuff, because I think Bruno confirms it's supposed to be on like. I think he confirmed when it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, it was on the path between fucking Greece and Egypt.
No, I think he. well, it was either that or something of the nature. I mean, granted, Kratos has certain abilities and weapons in the game, but I think the whole point is that he's just supposed to be there in his journeys between the pantheons. Like, the weapons he has aren't necessarily relevant.
We see the sail to Norse. Yeah, but he can just literally sail at any point. It doesn't specify that he automatically starts sailing directly from Greece.
Yeah, so because with the Fallen Gods comic, we know he walked to Egypt.
We know that it wasn't
after
just,
that.
He didn't just get on a boat and swim directly there. He got on a boat, swam a bit of a distance, like basically threw his. Well, he actually did this multiple times. He threw the blades of chaos into the waters, slept inside of a cave, woke up the next morning, ventured out to travel for a period of time, then went on a boat again. Like, he had multiple points where he would sleep in like the shelter of like an area that he would find. Like, it was a multi-day journey to get across the different countries in the God of War world. You could easily put a crossover appearance somewhere in there. Or a depiction of it, so it'd be yeah, it'd be Fallen Gods Kratos for Shovel Knight. I'd have to go back and check what Bruno said specifically to see like which version of Kratos, but it's either God of War 2 Kratos or it's God of War 3 Kratos after God of War 3.
It's post God of War 3 Kratos.
I would have to check the tweet because I'm pretty sure he confirms which one it is.
Yeah, no. He says it's Kratos after he leaves Greece.
Do you have the tweet?
It's in our fucking Discord server.
Yeah, but I haven't looked at it at the moment, so also, I can't check Twitter because fucking stupid reply policy. What's greatest light speed movement? I mean, maybe if you like. Maybe if you believe that relativistic speed is like 3 times as fast as it actually is.
Maybe if you squint, turn your head and pray.
Well, if you assume, I guess if you take Zeus, his lightning, and assume it's the highest possible speed lightning can be, which is the return stroke, and then you scale it 3 to 4 times faster than it actually is. And then claim that Kratos is dodging it with like some relative ease, then yeah, he'd be FTL.
The problem is that with like trailers that we've got for God of War and everything like that, and even in-game stuff, we know he's massively hypersonic. That's undeniable. Anything other than that gets into iffy territory. Because they lost infinite speed. Thanks to the Norse.
Oh, they lost infinite speed to the just wanting to expand the game. But
that's the sad thing about it is if they just didn't do that, they would have literally still had infinite speed.
Go after Nick. You him for the boss fight is hard. Go after Nick. Apparently,
That's for Kyle. Yeah.
Kyle.
Who?
Nick.
You're supposed to go after Nick. You will need him for the boss fight because it's hard. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I'm not doing the boss yet. I'm still trying to get points to get to the boss.
Yeah, but apparently you gotta go after Nick first anyways.
I've got Nick.
You got Nick?
Yes, I've got Nick.
Alright. Then you're fine. Just make sure to have Nick, I guess, for the boss fight.
I think I'm gonna stream some Shovel Knight on my stream tomorrow. It'll be my first time ever actually like seeing the gameplay on my own like console. Like I haven't looked up trailers. Like I know a vague idea of what it looks like, but like I've never actually owned a copy of Shovel Knight, so I'm kind of excited.
Isn't it just basically a 2D like Mania game.
Yeah. Well, I've been told it's like a 2D like platformer, side scroller, or something like that. I've had a lot of experience with those, so it should be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, like you're pretty adept at Castlevania, so it shouldn't be really an issue.
Castlevania can be it's got a variety of different difficulties depending on the game, so unless it's like super brutal, like I feel like it's probably going to be fine.
It's got an M60 loaded onto it.
Love to watch Mangler play Shovel Knight, but I don't have a Twitch account. Jeremy, that is really easy to do by just getting a Twitch on your phone or your computer and just making an account.
Okay, hear me out. I have a very funny hot take for God of War, which is Freya could beat Kratos from God of War 1. Technically...
She can beat him now.
That's not really a hot take, actually.
The only version of Kratos she basically doesn't beat is like fucking Frey. And like maybe like Ghost of Sparta when he's still the God of War.
Yeah, unfortunately Freya has a statement that put her on that level.
And unlike Kratos, she doesn't get like power null every game. So you can actually argue she's getting like at least more skilled.
Damn, okay. Just throw Kratos on the bus.
Well, I'm just saying, like, she has probably a better argument for having, like, also stuff that would be more useful. I mean, she can transform into a bird mid-combat. That's gotta do wonders for your mix-up game.
Oh, yeah. It worked out so well for Zeus, didn't it?
Actually, I don't know why Zeus didn't ever use his bird form in the fight, considering he used it one time and Kratos lost his fucking abilities. Or not his lost his abilities. Literally got himself drained.
Because Kratos would just fucking grab the bird and beat it to the ground.
Dude, like, you can't tell me that, like, using a bird or like, even, like, a small thing, like, swimming by someone's, like, body in the middle of the battle is not, like, useful. Like, shrinking the size of your body to something, like, less than a tenth of it can't be a useful tactic.
Oh, well, when it comes to like God of War hot takes, my hot take is less power scaling, more story based, and it's just like the Norse saga is fucking infinitely worse than the Greek saga in terms of storytelling, characters, and like development. The storytelling's not good. Like I think we've had numerous discussions on this, but objectively, the story for Ragnarok and Valhalla they're not good. They just think it's deep because that's how they try and portray it. It's the fucking what would you call it? It's the fucking Last of Us effect.
Very much the single player story driven marketing for a lot of Sony's exclusives.
Yeah, they literally just tried to make fucking The Last of Us 2.0. Which is not good because The Last of Us is also boring as shit.
You mean The Last of Us 3.0? Because we actually got a Last of Us 2.0.
He's not wrong. Kyle, are you beating up your teammates again, or is the enemy?
She got in the way of the shot.
The correction, his teammates became the enemy.
Hey, have you watched any of Kyle's Far Cry streams or no, Mangler?
I feel like I probably don't need to know what's going on here.
No, I don't think you'll properly appreciate why that question
They
is.
shot me first.
So, Kyle went out of his way.
They shot me first. Give the context.
So at the start of the game, in a cutscene, they shot him first because they thought he was an enemy.
No, and afterwards, just chilling in the bunker, and they shot me.
They didn't shoot you, Kyle. The AI didn't accidentally shoot you, and if it did shoot you, it was after you bashed in their brains.
I got shot, and then I
So
taught them a lesson.
Kyle went out of his way to kick and beat the shit out of every NPC that's supposed to help him, and for 20 minutes straight, repeatedly on multiple streams, he would keep kicking them.
The seeds were a bunch of bullshitters.
Yes.
Next thing you know, I get in trouble.
The way Kyle treats his allies, I'm surprised his enemies have the audacity to attempt to fight him.
I decked up my place. Stuffed up 10 years.
I mean, you should have actually seen. Can't be worse than the way I was treating Marines during fucking my Halo 3 playthrough.
On Kyle's side.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, Div, you weren't there because you were at work, but Samaj can testify to this. But during the Covenant level, I was getting really fucking pissed off with the Marines, because they kept fucking up with their AI, because they weren't doing what I wanted when they were in the vehicles on the last section. Because I was like, guys, I just need you to like just stop and get out and let me grab the vehicle so I can get out of here when I'm destroying the Scarab. And they kept fucking it up after I had killed all the Banshees and everything by myself. And then I basically, after I dropped my Hornet off, after they got me killed, I just was like, alright, fuck this. Fuck you guys. You're the worst fucking piece of shit Marines ever. I'll do this myself. And after I destroy the back of the shield generator, and I get off, I kid you not, literally 2 seconds after I jump off the Scarab and it's beeping and it's gonna explode, a Warthog comes running at me full speed, and I'm like, oh hey, it's the Marines, and they just hit me dead on and kill me. It's like they fucking heard my rant and they're like, oh, you think we're shit? There he is.
The way Mangler's treated, the way Mangler talks about the Marines did to him is what Kyle thinks his own allies did to him.
They did.
They didn't
So
shoot
my allies
you!
actually killed me.
They did.
Bruh, they gave you a shot, Kyle, as in a needle with an antidote, not a pistol!
They put a bullet in my ass.
They shoved a needle in your ass to inject you!
Okay, so are we talking like Hitman NPC, where I walk past an area where I'm trespassing, and the guards go from like being like reasonably aggressive to, hey, let's put him down, and they try to put like 50 bullets in me because I walked past a fucking barricade?
No, I think the game just glitched. I don't ever remember them actually shooting Kyle. I think Kyle just tries to justify his sadistic actions.
I mean, hey, if someone shoots me, I'm gonna drop them.
Exactly.
I'm gonna drop them, and I'm gonna drop every single person.
They didn't even shoot him!
Mangler gets it.
Kyle, they did have a gun on their...
Well, was he taking damage?
No!
Yes.
I'll have to see this thing.
That was after you threw the grenade at their bodies!
No, that was after. That was after they shot me and I taught them a lesson.
They never shot you! If I remember correctly, the reason
They
you
shot
did
me.
it is because the sheriff guy who abandoned you was a part of your team again, so you punched him in the face, and then when someone came to help him, you punched them in the face, and then you just kept beating up anyone who came to help him.
No.
Yes, that's how it happened. I remember now. Yeah, he was on the hospital bed, and you knocked him the fuck out, and then you knocked out everyone who came to help.
How can I knock him out if he was already in bed?
Sounds like Kyle would be great at mercenaries.
I just hate I'm just curious how Kyle plays GTA. Does he even believe in the road, or does he just take the sidewalk for his amusement? Oh, I don't remember that grenade part, Lamal. Yeah, he threw a grenade at them after a while.
I did not.
Okay, so you deny the grenade, but how about throwing the knife and stabbing them? Do you acknowledge that one?
That was the cult.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that was your allies when they went aggro against you after the grenade!
It was the cult.
I'm pretty sure Kyle threw the grenade and then they aggroed and tried to kill him. Which, to be fair, if someone threw a grenade at me and my friends, I would probably want to kill them too, but Kyle felt they were being a little too unfair.
I did it in response to their actions.
Their actions were literally just taking care of an innocent person.
No, it wasn't. Why are you trying to paint me out as some sort of psychopath?
Because
What about
you
what they did?
were!
What about what they did to me in the bunker?
They didn't do Wait, so you're agreeing it's a story narrative cutscene moment where they shot you when they thought you were mind controlled because you fucking were? Is that what you're referring to? When you were mind controlled and they knew you were?
They had no right.
Oh my word!
Words could have prevailed.
Kyle, you had a gun to their heads! Is that chicken fighting you? Oh, it's a turkey. That turkey took more hits than his entire teammates did.
The game glitched.
Oh, he's been soft locked. You're gonna, yeah, I got through the last checkpoint.
This cult music is worse than Christian rock. Drive it into the ground, I don't give a fuck.
Seems Mingler has muted himself.
Oh. That's why no one heard me. I said that, Kyle, when he sees a hillbilly in Far Cry, right to life, the only right you have to be is on the front of my bumper and on the bottom of my tires.
No. Only the religious.
No, because they're not his teammates.
Aren't most of the hillbillies you're fighting in this game religious fanatics?
Yeah. But
So,
but Kyle just wants to clarify
most
that.
of the hillbillies.
Well, Kyle just wants to clarify that he's not discriminating against hillbillies. He's discriminating against the religious.
Most of the hillbillies you're fighting are religious, though, so there's no meaningful distinction here.
Kyle believes there's a distinction.
It's not discrimination. I am a savior.
I am simply saving you from this mortal coil. That turkey was tankier than anything I've seen in this game.
I know. It took more punches than his entire allies combined. Than all of his allies combined.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did they hire like a bodybuilder turkey? Like, what the fuck does that turkey do for a living?
That turkey was ready to square up, but Kyle was having none of that. Kyle was there to remind you guys to question whether or not he actually likes animals.
That must have been a turkey from the Legend of Zelda games. Must have been one of the fathers of those chickens that attack you in the villages. It's the only way he could take so many punches.
Hey, you got a trophy.
Well, if I remember correctly, the chickens attack you if you attack them, right?
No.
Yeah, but you have to attack them
territorial.
multiple times. The aggro. So the chickens are quite durable. So the amount that it takes, I think, differs on the game. In Link to the Past, I think you gotta hit him, like, you gotta stab the chicken, like, 6-something times, I think. Whereas in Ocarina of Time, you hit them, like, 3 times, though it depends on the sword that you have, maybe sometimes twice, and that will just aggro the chicken immediately.
I see.
Nothing left but smoke and bullet holes. Sweet, sweet vindication.
I mean, chicken can still live after getting their heads chopped off, so I don't see this as any different.
A wild coyote such as yourself can do
I mean, humans can still live after getting their heads chopped off,
Say hi to Dutch
at least for a little bit.
you see him, will ya?
Debatable.
Oh, I'm probably gonna head to bed.
It's my birthday now.
Nice hanging with you guys. Oh, yes. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mangler. I appreciate that.
Happy 47th.
Yes.
I'm not that
I am
old yet. Alright, there's me. Happy birthday, Zim. Thank you, Jeremy.
Capture, not kill. Hit him with the bliss bullets. Shoot him with the bliss.
Wait, Kyle, are you gonna be kidnapped already? Again?
I do not consent. I do not consent.
Baptism by fire!
No means no.
Can you actually stop them or no?
I'm going to attempt to.
Speaking of age, I'm not 20. That's good, Jeremy. You're 20 now, huh, Jeremy? That's pretty chill. I'm currently 26 now. Yep, I'm now a young adult. No, you're not. You're still a kid. Well, Kyle, your backup ran away. How old do you have to be an adult then? A little over 25, honestly.
I need you.
Never say I never did anything for you.
We need the deputy alive. Just one push bullet will do it.
Thanks so much. I got people
Where are they? I don't understand.
I'm fighting them off.
Kyle, I don't think you can fight them off. They keep coming with their bliss bullets.
are. And I dare say that's the end of the party.
Did you actually stop them?
I believe I did.
Okay. Go outside then.
I am outside.
No. Leave the church area if you're so confident.
Dang. Target's locked. Tell me what to do. Need a deputy alive. Just one
Wow.
bullet will do it.
Isn't that a pity?
Check your fire. We only need to escape.
No!
Wow. You tried so hard. I do find... Yes, because I'm writing the book.
That is not the will of the Father. Take them to John. He's ready to hear their confession.
Alright, you play as pagan men. How are they doing?
Deputy.
Her?
Deputy.
Oh, for a second I thought she was being raped. What the fuck?
Deputy. We're going to play a game.
That car crash was not scripted.
My parents were the first ones to teach me about the power of yes. One night they took me into the kitchen and they threw me on the ground, and I experienced pain after pain after pain after pain. And when I didn't think I could take any more, I did. Something broke free inside. I wasn't scared, I was clear. I looked up at them. I started to laugh.
What are you going to do with that tattoo gun?
Say was.
I don't want to cross.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
I spent my entire life looking for more things to say yes to. I opened every hole in my body, and when those were filled, I created more. But it was Joseph who showed me just how selfish I was being. Always receiving, always taking. The best gift
No, I disagree.
you get, it's the one you give. Giving takes courage. Courage to own your sin, to etch it onto your flesh and carry its burden. And when you have endured, when you have truly begun to atone, to cut it out like a cancer and display it for all to see. My God, that's courage. I'm going to teach you courage. Teach you how to say yes.
I'm sorry, this sounds like a force.
Your weaknesses. Confront your sins. You will swim across an ocean of pain.
This yes will not hold up in court.
For only then.
If it was a scripted game, what's it supposed to be? Every time Kyle goes against this guy, they just kidnap him for some reason, but they never kill him. Which makes this game really stupid.
So who wants to go first? Hmm?
To her.
Which one? Hmm?
Kyle?
This is lesson number 1.
I choose her.
Someone's got to choose.
Fucking, there's a good candidate right behind you.
You won't regret this. I promise. Now, before we begin, I think it's only proper that Deputy Hudson goes back to her room. Confessions are supposed to be private, after all. I am not here to take your life.
Show me through her.
I'm here to give it to you. I'm going to open you and pour your worst fears inside. And as you choke, your sins will reveal
Papa John, no.
only then will you truly understand the power of yes.
You know, I've seen the Jim Carrey movie where he keeps saying yes over and over again.
I'll be right back.
Papa John chokes me in his snuff cave. Look, he's got a camera and everything.
Well, break out, Kyle. Say yes to breaking out. Say yes to not having your booty violated.
Yes, but then he'll stop choking me.
Do you want to be choked?
How else can the deputy get the full mast?
Bruh.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to the toilet.
Alright. Yeah, but that wasn't scripted. The scripted part is being chased and hunted down. So, hope you guys are having a nice night.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Red Dusk. Yeah, that's not how rope works at all. That's stupid. It would have made more sense if the chair just broke.
Enough said, let's go.
You proud of yourself for that pun? That huge S sign from earlier was funny at first, but now that the word is being used more often as it progresses, it's starting to become rather ominous.
What is?
The word yes.
Looks like a rough day for you.
What the fuck? Would Dante's Inferno be a good matchup against Kratos? You'd have to ask Mangler that question. He's the one who researched Dante's Inferno.
You can technically get Dante Alighieri from what Mangler's telling me to, like, uni.
Why the person being tortured? You ever see Pulp Fiction by any chance, Kyle?
I have.
You know, you remember what happened to Marcellus Wallace? You'd be the kind of guy who, when he saves Wallace, he'd beat the shit out of Wallace on top of it. Saving a Kratos clone could buy a Kratos?
I know your sin. It drives you. Every thought, every action. Your sin.
That's gluttony.
I don't use Twitter.
Let it fill your body and consume your soul, because in the end, you'll still be empty. And I'll be waiting right here. We both will.
Bunker door closed.
I thought you weren't supposed to kill me.
They can handle, brothers. Say yes. I will give my life in the name of the Father. The angels will judge the wicked. The angels will judge the wicked. Call the angels in. They can carry this burden. Your sin consumes you, blinds you to all the harm you inflict. It allows you to dispense of human life.
Get the away!
Have you ever given so much as a second thought to killing?
Nope. Yeah, sorry, it doesn't on use Twitter.
Drive the sinner from this place. Let them run. Let them hide. For no matter where they go, God will guide us to
I will kill your god.
Anyways, when you understand the true context of the word yes, this game becomes menacing.
There's not much we can do without John's key. You're gonna have to lure him out. Figure the best way to do that is to burn his whole fucking operation to the ground. So get to work.
You see my questions, Em? Let me see. Does Isaac Clarke from Dead Space scale higher than Kratos? I don't know where Isaac Clarke from Dead Space scales. Sorry.
Could use an assist. Cultists are always baptizing folks down by the sacristy. Drowning, more like. We tried to take him out, but got caught. Now the cult has my squad. There's too many of them for me to deal with. Save them from the cult, then get them to a weapons cache I stashed across the river.
Why are you the one being forced to do this? But I don't know why Isaac Clarke scales, I'm afraid.
Better question, where are my weapons?
So when you said yes, that was actually in reference to giving up all your stuff so you can sell it.
We can't start this snuff film until you say yes, and I will force a yes out of you, boy.
I need an adult.
Deep in tales and sniffs, I am an adult.
So, if you actually go in a real life parachute, all that force goes straight to your groin, and it does not feel good.
No, someone talking about some personal experience.
No, I've never been able to, I would never fucking go on a parachute jump. I am not a fan of heights. I am not dropping high enough for a parachute to go off on. I was thinking of maybe doing a hot air balloon at one point, but that would be as far as I go. For some reason, I think hot air balloons are safer. Which is stronger, Persona from the Persona series or Stan from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I believe Persona should be stronger than Stan's, but that might be a case-by-case situation. Damn, Zim, you're so relatable. Nah, bro. You're all based on me. What if a bird flies in the balloon? Even if a hot air balloon gets popped, it doesn't actually, like, just randomly, like, burst open. It just slowly starts to lose air. So, when a hot air balloon loses air slowly, it just descends. Because the thing is that you can keep giving it hot air even as it's running out. So unless a massive puncture happens, you will never be falling hard enough or fast enough to actually be in serious danger. super mall elevators. I don't think I've been to a mall big enough to have a super mall elevator. Yeah, no. But that's why I don't fuck with that shit, boy. Oh, the customizations actually do something. Yeah, most people have a fear of heights.
It just takes iron. Some shit just takes iron cast lady balls. Bogey spotted. Bogey spotted. Changing spots. Easy. Easy. You earned that. Nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. Too easy. Sleep tight with a
Question for you guys: would you rather have a symbiote or a devil trigger? You can't put silencer on an LMG. Sure, I can.
Won't know what hit him.
I'd probably take the symbiote on as well. I don't know. The symbiote does technically like heal me and keep me safe and shit. Devil trigger can be useful, but it's a temporary ability, and demonic power can technically also have way more side effects than you probably want.
Yeah, but the problem with the symbiote is it highly depends on if you get a cooperative one-on-one that's gonna take over your body and any chance it gets the impulse.
That's true.
Don't let them hurt me.
So, did I ever tell you I heard one of the funniest insults the other day while watching YouTube clips?
No.
So someone told a streamer that they're built like a 1x1 Lego piece.
That's such a harsh insult because everyone knows what the fuck that means.
Well, no, cause he does it, cause he's all like, "What the fuck is a 1x1 Lego piece?" And he looks it up, and then he's like, "Yeah, you're banned. All right, you're banned. You have a nice day."
What was he just like? How dare you be accurate?
Yeah. The second you fucking go for the oh yeah, I saw that video. Look, cause some guy animated it into a Lego piece. I know. I just found that very amusing. It's a little rare nowadays when you get a really creative insult like that. So, Dragon Ball Z released a brand new card game, and while I don't know if I'll play it, I did buy some packs from the.
Oh my god, the fucking another one he's considering.
Yeah, because
He can't help himself, boys. He can't help himself.
Kyle, there's money to be made in card games. I'm sorry, you're still stuck in the past.
There is money to be made in card games, except you're not making any of it. You're giving it all away.
No, I have plenty of cards with tons of money. It's just that I'm still using them, so I don't sell them.
And how much has your fruitful endeavor awarded you?
Probably around like $900.
So it's gotta be bullshit, right? I don't know.
I have cards right now worth like $50 a piece, but I can't really sell them because like they're getting reprinted in March, and no one really wants to buy them right now that badly. So it kind of sucks. Like I'm saving on all this money, but I just can't sell them. That happens every now and again, where you end up with cards that are worth money, but no one wants to buy them. Kind of like Digimon players. Also, that's crazy, bros. I only saw one guy saying happy birthday. Is that a fucking laser trap? Not laser, lightning. Fucking, what the fuck is that? How do you even get stuck in that?
Good question.
Kyle, shut off the generators, you dumb motherfucker. What a weird fucking trap.
Like a fucking zombie trap.
For reals.
Because the cult will never get to you.
That was it? That was the side quest?
And said there'd be help soon. Your timing is not a coincidence. Never mind this cult nonsense. It's a pointless distraction. You and I...
What can I do for you, Sir Neckbeard?
2 words. Imminent threat. 2 more words. Global catastrophe. I can't say more. They're listening to everything we say. Listening for key words so they can zero in and blow us to smithereens. We can't let them. I've got a plan to stop them, and you can help. But we can't make any headway until we destroy their listening devices on the Purple Top Telecom Tower. And if we don't do that, then we can't outsmart them, and we can't outmaneuver them, and Damn it, you get the idea. Oh, it's showtime.
You're a fucking nutcase.
Considering how the game ends, is he really that crazy?
That telecom tower is the bane of my existence. Can't tell you how many near misses I've had with that thing. I swear that fucking tower moves.
You can't shoot for shit.
More nerdy than that guy from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Oh no, I don't actually remember San Andreas all that much.
The only mission I remember from San Andreas the most, and it's just pure spite, is the one where you have to control like this fucking plane. And you have to hunt down like these bikes, but they keep kicking you. And you have like no health, and you have to do it in a certain time frame.
That is not the mission everyone complains about, but alright.
I bet if you had to see it, you would.
Bruh, you gonna freaking you gonna play San Andreas on stream one of these days?
No, I suppose I could.
Good job, Kyle. You destroyed public property.
No. It's only religious propaganda I destroyed.
No, this one's private property because this is for not cases trying to fight the government.
Yes, but they're using religion.
That was a close shave. Happy y'all are still alive. I got eyes on it. Well, nice city. Population right at that deck.
Right here. Fucking useless. You dumb bitch! Did you see that person just fucking careening into her?
I did. Do you have an infinite amount of parachutes on you? Yes.
I do.
Kyle has many parachutes as he needs.
Taking the shot.
Made it okay.
Bro, I haven't seen air support this good since Peak Claude back in my MGS5 days.
Change of position. Yo, over there.
Where are you going?
Your soul is poisoned, diseased, riddled with cancer, and it must be cut out. But you refuse my help. You refuse to say yes. So, until you do, every pain you inflict on this project will be visited 1,000 times on your friend. And I'm not sure how much more Hudson here can endure.
That sounds like her problem.
Choose wisely, deputy.
Bruh.
Am I wrong?
I mean, yeah, it's her problem that you're causing.
No, well, it's like when coaches would say, like, you did something wrong, so I'm going to punish the team. You get to sit out. Fucking cool.
That never
He's being a smartass. Another lap.
That never happens. I've never heard that before because that's just not real. Kyle,
That is.
no, it's not. No one's that stupid.
Not my problem. Get out!
Just purchased my childhood AK Sonic Witcher 2 on stream. I had a blast. Isn't it weird how the Earth is the most habitable planet, yet also has a 100% death rate in the solar system?
Get out.
Kyle, stop.
He's out.
A shame Mangler wasn't here to watch you fucking kill your teammate.
There you are.
I didn't kill him. I got him out. He was stuck.
You shot an arrow into his fucking head, bro.
It was a Nerf arrow.
Kyle, that is a steel-tipped arrow.
It has a suction cup on the very front of it.
Kyle, that is literally a bladed edge.
Want to know about phase 2?
Listen. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. When you're abusing your teammates, it's all good.
I'm not abusing them. It has suction cup. It was fine.
He literally passed out and fell out of the helicopter.
There you are. Are you ready to continue? Say yes. Splendid. As I was saying, I'll continue. You're all ears? Good. Now then. Splendid.
Go on.
So, because Kyle killed this NPC, the game's now bugged. That's funny.
All right, sidekick. Phase numero dos. This is where it gets interesting. This is where I'll put any skepticism to sleep. If we're gonna get to phase 3 together, then you need to see the truth with your own eyes. You need to see that they are already here, under the radar, scouting parties who
There's that word yes
sizing us
again.
up for the inevitable showdown. If we don't stop them now, it's a wrap on mankind. This is it. It all comes down to this. We need to beat them at their own
Remember,
game.
the word yes is evil. You never have to hunt for it. Deal with that information as you will.
Head west to the crop circle.
Guys, yes is just a really common fucking word.
You can't miss them. They glow at night, and the humming drives the animals crazy. Only a matter of time before it drives us crazy too.
I remember, a yes doesn't always mean yes.
I don't know. He said yes while I had the gun to his head. I'm pretty sure that's consensual.
Fuck's that?
Is that like an actual healing thing? Men are no longer safe with the word yes.
That's great to hear. Help me chase the dog.
Just shoot it.
No, don't need to. Bitch! Get out of the way!
Shoot the dog, Kyle, with your Nerf arrows. Come on.
I switched the tip.
Oh,
See?
Oh, very convenient.
See? I didn't need to.
I'll never understand why you're fond of, like, how you're, like, so fond of animals.
I don't know why you're so fond of people.
I'm not. It's just that I don't think you. It's just that, like, you just fucking take it too far. Because you just randomly kill people for no reason.
Fuck them.
Yeah, but then you fucking draw a line at a fucking dog.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where it's fucking weird. Also, maybe, I don't know, shoot with something that can actually pierce his fucking jacket? Is he still alive? Did you just open that cow's stomach to take it? Animals are majestic creatures of God.
Deputy, Anne says you've acquired more than enough samples. Bring them to me. Quick, quick.
Whatever you say, Red Dusk.
Oh, well, I don't... Maybe you can riddle me this. I don't understand why people are more offended if children die in media than just regular people in general.
Because children represent the idea of a potentially, like,
Of what?
fulfilled life.
They represent nothing. They're fucking useless. They don't have any skills. They don't contribute anything.
Yeah, because they haven't learned it yet. It's the potential.
Then they
of their
should.
life.
Kids. Then they should. There used to be 5-year-olds who used to have actual skills.
Yeah, and then they die at the age of 13.
Well,
They give us the nutrients that help us keep being an alive person. Technically, we don't need animals to be alive. I think we can. I don't even think we need them for all their like vitamins and stuff.
you do. You can't get enough from plants, and you lack very essential like things that you need. That's why a lot of vegans need like supplements,
I was gonna say, then how do vegetarians and vegans exist?
because vegetarians still have animal products. They just don't have animal meat. They still have the stuff they need, like milk and butter and stuff. But vegans go too far. That's why most of them are extremely unhealthy and have to be on like tons of different like supplements. Because you can get stuff from plants, but the equivalent of like a single piece of steak, you have to eat like an entire like full big bowl of like beans or peas to get the equivalent amount of protein.
But you can.
You can. The problem is that it's just extremely inefficient. And it's also like when people sit on their moral high horse, it's just like, oh, I'm a vegetarian. It's just like, I'm a vegetarian or a vegan. It's just like, congratulations. But do you know how you get your food? By the death of millions of other animals.
That's not true, Kyle, because I didn't eat
That is. That's absolutely true. Harvesters and pesticides. Technically, the vegan market and the vegetarian market kill more animals than the actual meat industry.
Because of insects?
Because of insects, rabbits, snakes, birds, low-lying rodents. Because they all get carved up in that harvester. And then the deaths of a lot of different insects, and a lot of them beneficial, because of pesticides.
That's weird.
It's not weird, it's just facts. But vegans and vegetarians don't like telling you that because it shows their hypocrisy.
Nah, bro, it's because insects. That is actually true. And a lot of vegans don't know that, ironically.
Oh, and the ones who do, they'll try and make excuses.
Insects aren't animals, Kyle.
Can't move very well anymore.
They are.
Source.
People are animals too.
Source.
He's not in any trouble. I'd feel much better if you looked in on him. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Can't let Eden's Gate take away our traditions.
I could play this game all day.
You know what this town needs? Balls.
Yo, that's a shit knife. That's not doing nothing to them carrots.
And by vegans and vegetarians.
The Testy Festy is one of the few times the community.
No, you know what? You know what's the funny thing? You know what I hate more than vegetarians and vegans?
What?
Pescatarians.
Are those the ones who just eat nothing but fish?
They're the ones that won't eat terrestrial animals. They'll eat the ones in the sea. And you know what I call them? Hypocrites. My cousin was a pescatarian, and at a family gathering, she was trying to brag about it, and I told her, "You're a fucking hypocrite."
So, how are they hypocritical exactly?
Oh, I don't want to eat lamb or pigs, because just look at their eyes. It's like, I'm pretty sure the fish didn't want to be on your fucking plate either.
So fish don't really feel anything. It's actually kind of weird. Neither do crabs.
They do, just not in the same way we do.
Yes, they don't really feel anything.
They do feel pain. It's just not the same kind.
no.
Yeah, but no, but if you're a vegetarian, I respect you a whole hell of a lot more than if you're a pescatarian. I just think you're a fucking hypocrite.
So, it is not clearly established if fish actually feel pain, because there's a debate to be had as to whether or not they have the part of the brain that can register pain, and whether or not they have enough nerves to actually feel the pain.
Well, here's the problem. The feeling of touch in itself is pain. It's just a different kind of pain. So they do feel pain, it's a different kind of pain to how we feel pain.
If your argument is that they can feel being touched, then
They can also feel being injured.
again, but so then they're not experiencing pain the way we would.
They are feeling pain, but we can't demonstrate if it's to the same extent we are.
If there's literally a scientific debate as to whether or not they can even register pain, then no, they're not feeling pain then. There's a chance they might be, but all they're feeling is the sensation of touch. But also, touch in of itself is not a different kind of pain. It's just a different kind of...
It is.
No, it's not. Pain is what your body tells your brain when you are in danger. If I am being touched by somebody, that does not register as danger or damage.
That is not true.
So you're telling me that of the 5 senses, the touch sense is always pain? No, bullshit. What the
Yes,
fuck? What the fuck
it
is that
is.
kind of logic?
Pleasure is also pain. You do realize that, right? The sensation of touch is a sensation of pain.
So if I look up right now, is
If
the sensation of
if
touch
I increase your touch sense, it would become painful.
Yes, no shit, dipshit, because you're increasing the dosage. But the act of touching on its own is not pain. What is...
If by increasing it, it becomes something, then it is.
That is such a retarded fucking stance. Hey, let me ask you a question, Kyle. Is fire helpful or harmful to life?
Thank God for that.
Or better question, no, better question. I'll simplify it for you. Is heat, warmth, helpful or harmful to life?
Depends on the intensity.
Oh, it depends on the intensity. No, Kyle, because if touch is pain, then warmth should just be bad for life, because that's what fucking kills you if it gets too fucking intense. No, then it's not helpful to life. Then it's harmful to life by your standards.
Some life, yes, it is.
No, to all life, because anything can get hot enough or warm enough to kill anything. Actually, is there any creature on the planet that can survive extreme heat?
That is.
Okay,
how
so then by your standards, then warmth is not helpful to life of any kind. It would always be harmful, even though we literally can't survive without warmth.
It can be harmful.
No.
But it depends on the dosage.
No, it will always be harm, because by your logic, touch is always pain. So then warmth will always be harm, even though literally.
No.
That is literally your position with touch.
No, you're doing a false equivalency.
It's literally the exact same.
No, it's not.
It's literally the exact same. Your argument.
No, it's not.
Your argument or your position is that any form of touch is pain.
Yes.
So,
but you don't
by
register
that
it as
logic-
truly. You don't register it as truly painful. But what you're saying
Because
is
it's not
any
pain.
kind of heat. Then yes, it is.
No,
then by your
okay, fuck
logic,
this,
any
fuck
kind of
this,
heat
I'm
should
looking this
instantly
up.
kill you.
I'm looking this up. No. It just has to be harmful to you. Because again, by your logic, it would be, because if you increase
Pain
the
doesn't.
intensity,
No. My difference is that like pain can be turned up.
so
Heat
can
is not
warmth,
always
so
damaging, and
can
pain
heat.
is not always damaging.
Neither is touch.
Wow, you're still alive.
What if you're sensitive enough to feel pain from a touch? Yes, that's entirely fucking possible. But the same reason I had a fucking issue with fucking TG and K when I fucking argued with them years ago about this shit is that no, like, just because it's fucking just because it's possible doesn't mean that's how everyone would fucking accept it or how it should be fucking taken as. Yeah, there's literally a phrase used for when touch causes pain, because they're not the same thing. The sensation of feeling is not the sensation of pain on its own.
I disagree.
That's such a massive generalization that you can use on anything. And when I brought up a generalization, you said it was a false equivalency. So, okay, you say you disagree.
No, you didn't use a generalization.
I literally did. I generalized.
No, you did not.
Because warmth
you did not. No, you didn't.
Okay. We cannot fully properly function without touch, without being able to feel around us in the world.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It will just be. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's just a hell of a lot more dangerous. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Because we are not aware of when things go wrong.
Yes, you can.
No, we cannot properly function without touch because we will not be aware of when something goes wrong with our body. If I put my hand on a fucking hot stove and I can't feel touch, I will damage myself because my body
Why would you do
is not
that?
properly functioning. I wouldn't be able to tell it's hot, Kyle. Because I wouldn't feel touch. I wouldn't be able to feel it.
Why would you put your hand on it to begin with?
Because if I can't feel anything, I wouldn't be able to feel danger.
Why would you put your hand there to begin with?
Because it's an accidental position. The point I'm fucking making.
Why would you lean on it? Lean on the bench,
if
you
I
weirdo.
don't feel pain and I fucking put my hand on the counter, I can lean on it because I feel no fucking pain.
So, in Zim's mind, normal people, I'm gonna lean on the bench. Him, what's this, a hot plate? Fucking yes.
I literally fucking said in the context of not feeling anything because you think if you can't feel anything.
And in the context of being a dumbass.
No, your entire argument is fucking retarded. This is your stupidest position
Hey,
I think
fuck
you've
you.
had so far. No! You generalize the sensation of touch as pain at all fucking times.
Yes, it is.
Because it's
yes, it is at
possible
different intensities.
at different intensities. So then by your logic then, warmth is always dangerous to us because at different intensities it can kill us. No,
At a high enough intensity, yes.
So then touch on its own is not pain because it's only a higher
Yes,
intensity.
it is. It's a lesser form of it.
Then I guess warmth is a lesser form of fucking damage to us because at a higher intensity it can kill us.
Yes.
That's such a stupid fucking position. Because
No,
life
it's not.
needs warmth to survive, so it's not harmful to us at all
And that's
intensities.
certain, and that's certain temperatures.
So touch
if
is
it's too
in
low,
at
or,
all fucking intensities.
okay, let me ask you this: what's the difference between heat and cold? Are they different?
Actually,
Are they different?
Yes, they would be.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are. Because heat is when molecules are more active in the air, and cold, or more accurately, the sensation of freezing, stuff of that nature, is when energy is removed from molecules and they stop moving.
It's the difference in speed and vibrations of the atoms in the air.
So
the
then
only thing
there is a difference.
No. The only thing that has changed is the frequency of vibration.
Yes,
Nothing else has changed.
One is them slowing down and stopping, and the other is them moving
and so one is a different.
faster.
Yes, and one is a
So
different
there's a
intensity from the other. So technically, by your logic, cold is just a more dangerous.
Because cold is the speed of slowing down or stopping, and heat is the speed of acting up, increasing. They're two completely different states. And this is not my position, Jack. This is your position.
There is no stopping. Because stopping is absolute zero.
Yes, and absolute zero
we
is
can't
correct.
We can't get to absolute zero.
Actually, hang on a minute. Let me confirm this real quickly. I believe we can hit absolute zero. It's just we can't do it in a big environment. Let me double check that. And to be clear here, Kyle, before you turn this on me, this is not my position. This is your position. Because under your position, everything is the same thing, even though intensities matter here. Can we create a absolute zero space? So don't try and turn this on me like this is my position. Let's see.
Did anyone pay attention to the story why I have to kill a bull?
You're killing a bull? Is this a side quest or is this the main quest? Oh, wait. Yeah, because the guy wants balls.
Wait, why?
I don't know. You're the one doing the fucking side quest. So we have not properly achieved absolute zero. Kyle's correct.
Because technically space is not absolute zero, technically. Which is funny.
Well, isn't that
You
because
have three different types.
isn't that because there's dark matter in space? Because like there's still something moving in space.
Dark matter is a theoretical thing. Is it dark matter or antimatter we can... No, it's antimatter we can create, isn't it? It's just really, really expensive.
I believe we have created antimatter, yes. Which is really awkward because you would think that antimatter would be harder to create than dark matter.
Well, dark matter is a theoretical matter that built up most of the universe, but that's an assumption.
Yeah,
if I remember the theory.
It's just weird that we can create the thing called antimatter, but the thing called dark matter is just beyond our grasp. Yeah, so technically we can't create antimatter, we just keep it in a magnetic field so it doesn't touch real matter and vaporize it.
For some reason it wants me to kill a cow with a tractor mulcher.
Your
That
body can be
sounds
so used
very
to warmth,
inefficient.
It does not get used to cold weather, so too much warmth can be bad for your body.
Actually, your body can get used to colder weather.
Aren't both of those matters bad
as
for
some bodies can get used to warmer weather.
No, because technically dark matter always exists around us at all times. We just can't perceive it. So, the way it works is... Okay.
It's not how that works, but cool.
So, if dark matter is theoretically believed to be correct, the way dark matter itself works is, it would always be around us at all times, and it would make up the majority of our world.
Weird side quest.
It's one of the weirdest things about science is that there's a lot of theories going around, or there's a lot of theories in general, and like it's really hard to figure out what's real and what's not. Like if Zim came to New York during the winter, he would not be adjusted to the cold as well as I do, let alone the Russians. You live in New York?
Oh, are you talking dog to Aldra?
No, Red Dusk.
Ah.
I should ask Devil if we're still planning to do a meetup in the summer or not. So that way I can start saving money appropriately. So you can get used to the cold and you can get used to the warmth. It's just that it's not quite that simple.
There you are. Tell me you have the jewels. Well, I'll be. I think this year's Testy Festy will go down as the greatest ever.
You weird fucker.
One of those juicy balls into my mouth. After I finish seasoning and tenderizing these little meatsicles, the taste will be out of this world. It's times like this that remind us of what really matters. Our friends and family, our community, our home. Couldn't have done it without you, hero. Yeah. You're gonna stick around and gorge on these cattle cutlets, right?
No, you can have all the testicles to yourself, son.
Are you telling me you've never had bull testicles?
If you want to eat some testicles, you can eat some testicles.
I like how you actually canonically eat the testicles. I'm surprised you haven't had bull testicles.
Yeah, no fucking way I'm putting that shit in my mouth.
Wait, what? So what? So where are you discussing about cuts and me?
We've talked about this. There are certain cuts of meat I don't like.
Well, yes, but you've never had bull testicles, so how do you know if you don't like them or not?
Good question. The bad question is, I'm never going to get the opportunity to try.
a woman will put it in her mouth. I just find it strange that like Kyle wouldn't even give both testicles a try. It's just weird. It just seems weird to me. I thought he would like be a little more adventurous in that regard because he eats all these meats.
What adventurous meat do I eat? Go on.
I mean, just in general.
You mean steak, chicken, and chops?
That sounds a lot more exotic than it should be. Why are you shooting the gas tank?
Because it was the cult.
Maybe they shouldn't mark their fucking gas tank with cult symbols.
Finally got this place back from Eden's Gate.
Finally got this place back from Eden's Gate.
Think you can help me fix this place up? The cult sure made a mess of this place. The irrigation system's wrecked pretty badly. There are pieces of pipe scattered all over this place. I found most of them. Think there's 3 missing still. Find them and stick them back where they belong. Then Sunrise Farm will be good as new.
Only you could have done Falls End like that.
Isn't there like another way to get people to do this?
Oh, you bastard! Don't drive away with my pipe.
I'm gonna watch more One Piece after this, as you should. Sanji's apparently fighting Borsalino right now. He actually blocked Borsalino's laser attack. So, more canonical evidence.
No. Nothing to brag about. Marco's already done that. Or is he talking about a pre-time skip?
No. Sanji literally kicks a beam of light away from Bonnie.
Yeah, I hate to tell Sanji this, but
That's not,
Marco did it first.
That's not possible. No, Marco doesn't. No, he interacted with the light and stopped it. He didn't tank it. Like Kizaru.
Marco scales the Admirals confirmed.
Well, actually, Marco should scale the Admiral to some extent, but honestly, Yonko Commander 1s are really weird at this point. No, because like, so when Sanji blocks the laser, because it doesn't explode, it doesn't do anything. It just literally just dissipates. Or I think he does kick it away, but it doesn't explode. Like, Kizaru actually looks fucking shook. Like, his eyes are wide open and his mouth is a gap. Like, he's like, what the fuck just happened? And then Sanji's like, fucking, he says like, didn't you know that love is greater than lasers? And Kizaru's just like, we're gonna have to rewrite all of our physics books because of this, apparently.
He literally shouldn't. You've got Haki. Well, this should not be a surprise to you, Borsalino. Get off the weed.
I think get off the weed. Borsalino's just achieving that Admiral level high, bro. No, I think the issue wasn't that he interacted with the laser. It's that the laser didn't explode. I think it's the way Sanji did it specifically is what's causing issues. Also, Lucci's still fighting Zoro, and people are just calling Zoro a fraud now.
Why? Lucci could throw hands with 5th gear Luffy.
Because in their eyes, because Gear 5 won the fight really quickly, they feel that he doesn't really scale to Luffy, even though he literally clashed fists with him.
Our sins, having been finally exposed, can now be removed.
One Piece scalers, they're unique souls.
They carry the agenda at all costs, Kyle. It's admirable sometimes.
You know, I don't know if it will be a sense of relief or it's going to cause more headaches when One Piece finally finishes and we can finally like power scale it properly.
Wait, Gear 5 Luffy has made a second appearance? Yeah?
Yeah, it's a casual power now. It's his Devil Fruit Awakening.
The thing about Gear 5 is, or the thing about Luffy as a fighter is that once Luffy uses a new gear form, he will abuse the fuck out of that gear form until he gets a new one. So yeah, Gear 5 is going to be showing up non-stop going forward.
Yeah, it's kind of like how it's kind of how like after the time skip he doesn't use second gear anymore, and he once Dressrosa hit, he stopped using third gear. It was just straight in the fourth gear, wasn't it?
Basically. Are Nami and Robin still weaker than Usopp? They never were. Robin was never weaker than Usopp.
Robin was never weak.
Debatable. I didn't see her squaring up when Eneru showed up.
You sure saved that town, sorry ass. If I were rich as Zip, I'd make a...
Don't let your guard down for a second or you'll be dead.
And Nami was never weaker than Usopp. Nami's issue specifically is that she needed more gear to do shit than the others, but no, I would strongly...
That's literally what the time skip allowed her to do, was literally adapt the climb attack to have like different methods of attacking.
I've seen tier lists put Usopp above Nami and Robin. The only argument you can make for Usopp being above the Nami and Robin...
What? Observation Haki?
Yeah, it's just observation Haki, but he can't even use it right now. Like, he can't actively call upon his observation Haki.
Thanks for your help here.
But even then, no, that's actually like a stupid fucking take, honestly. Especially when Nami's confirmed to have Conqueror's Haki. Actually, no, I take it back. I think it's Color of the Supreme King Haki, so she literally has the best kind of Haki you can have. Kyle, I thought you said don't fight black bears.
No, you can fight black bears. It's grizzlies.
Oh. Carry on, then.
I mean, I guess what characters don't have Conqueror's Haki nowadays, but at least it explains how she's able to physically hurt Luffy.
Nah, I wanted my headcanon pairing of Nami x Luffy, bro, the Fist of Love.
Hanging on the wall behind the counter? I'm sure it's near the counter.
Black bears are the friendliest of all bears. Must resist joke about color. Yeah, no. I don't know. Shit. I think the weakest Straw Hat's just Chopper, honestly.
Would you say Chopper?
Consider. Okay, like.
Would you put him below Usopp, especially with the Rumble Balls?
Well, because the only Rumble Ball we're talking about is literally just the monster one. The others are not all that crazy. It is not a color thing. It's too late. I've already ascended. I'm already making the joke. But no, okay, it depends. We're talking pre or post time skip, because that's going to change it. Because I think post time skip, he is for sure the weakest Straw Hat. He's done nothing to demonstrate him being strong. Literally all he does is just do his job and create medicine to solve problems. Like, I'm actually kind of hoping that Chopper doesn't get any more fights. I kind of like the idea of Straw Hats actually being stuck into their proper fucking roles. Like, yeah, I get they all have to be able to fight to some extent because they're all pirates, but like, we don't need all of them being super fucking strong. Although I do find it kind of stupid that Jinbei has a higher bounty than Sanji. I don't know. I just feel like that's a little disrespectful to Sanji.
So what? So far, it would go in terms of power level: Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji, and then would you say Frankie? No, it would be Brook then Frankie, wouldn't it?
I think it'd be Brook then Frankie at the current moment, yeah. Although we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if it's fair to put Jinbei above Sanji. Because Jinbei hasn't really demonstrated anything that would make him stronger than Sanji. Because remember, during the actual Onigashima arc, Jinbei fought Who's Who. Sanji took out Queen. So Jinbei didn't even fight a Yonko commander. He fought a guy who thought he could be on their level. Now, I'm not saying Jinbei's weak. I'm just saying that I do find it kind of silly that Sanji's in 4th place for the bounties when he should be 3rd place, considering he's literally Luffy's left-hand man.
Joseph and John show why it's hard to have a family business. Money and blood mix weird.
Literally in the One Piece card game, we're even getting a set called the Wings of the King, and it's a Sanji and Zoro focused set. Even though fucking Sanji and Zoro can't be used together in a Luffy deck because there's no fucking blue-green Luffy for some stupid fucking reason. So Zim, is it true that Jinbei doesn't have a soul? I don't think that's ever been talked about or mentioned.
What would that be because of Big Mom stuff?
It would be, but he didn't lose his soul to Big Mom.
Right on.
Now that's gonna be a future war story.
So the way Big Mom works is that Big Mom can steal your soul, but she can only steal your soul if you're afraid of her. The problem is that...
Huh?
What?
I did not know that was the prerequisite.
You have to willingly relinquish your soul, or you have to be intimidated enough for her to take your soul. Because, so, she has an ability called stay, she has like a technique or an attack that she calls stay or life. And the way it works is you lose life equal to the amount of basically fear you have of Big Mom. Because when she tried to do it on Jinbei, she couldn't take a single piece of his soul. And the reason for it is because Jinbei wasn't intimidated by her. It's why she was never able to beat Kaido and shit with it, because you have to be afraid of her in order for that to work on you.
That sounds like a massive hindrance.
I mean, she usually uses it to buff herself or to just buff items.
Are you ready? I was, until I had to repair the generators. Because of you, Ann and I are gonna save the galaxy. I know what you're thinking. I too wish that you could come along, but it's too dangerous. Ann asked for me, and me alone. And this mission cannot be jeopardized. Don't feel left out. Be proud of what you achieved. You've served your purpose. Nothing left for you to do but to bear witness to your...
I'm gonna stand right back over here so you get vaporized.
No, come back! Yes, an audience of one! Actually, you have to click that button for me on the generator. But that's the last thing.
Well,
Not today, fuckwads.
what's the odd and evens that we're about to see a man get vaporized?
We're about to see man get vaporized, but I'd really be kind of happy as if a Fallout game actually explores the storyline and he's actually not crazy.
I can't know if he actually teleported or if we just watched him get ripped apart. No, he got ripped apart.
No, because his shoes are still intact.
Whoa! What is this?
Huh? I guess the aliens should reveal. Makima versus Big Mom win. Makima will probably win. But yeah, no, Jinbei didn't lose his soul. So the way you join Big Mom's crew, I think you have to give up a portion of your soul, but you don't give up all of it.
Yeah, isn't it kind of like a Davy Jones sort of thing where it's like you give up a certain amount of years and then you can choose to leave?
No, you can't leave her family unless you give up your quote unquote soul. But again, that's only if you're scared of her. Yeah, her power is very situational, but what makes it good is that she can buff herself.
So at this point, would we say that would there be anyone on her crew that would match her in strength?
Big Mom?
Yeah.
No. So the problem is that the only person who should be comparable to her is just would just be Katakuri, but we kind of can already tell that Yonko Commander 1s don't really scale to their Yonko Commander, or to the Yonko. Wait, how's Makima win? Doesn't Big Mom have the AP advantage? Yeah, but isn't Makima's ability that she can take over anybody if she views herself as superior?
That is how that works, which is a kind of mind control.
Yeah, so...
But the problem that I think you'll have to overcome is how far Big Mom can fight if she gets Zeus and Prometheus, and also if like she would technically be way faster.
I mean, unless we're gonna argue for a speed blitz, which I don't even think would work in this case, I'm pretty driving fail. Yes, I'm pretty sure Makima would just.
I think her only two win cons that you could actively argue for is like mind control and like regeneration.
Well, oh yeah, because the bang would never hit her. Or the bang would probably hit her once, honestly. Yeah, no, yeah, this is not safe at all.
America.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I think it's embarrassing. I am playing as an American. You're playing as Pink and me. Yeah, but it's specifically why Big Mom is considered, or Big Mom's developer is not that strong.
Wasn't she also regarded as the weakest of the emperors?
That's what most people consider her as, but honestly, like, yeah, there's no reason to believe she's not the weakest of the emperors. This is the problem, is that they're all comparable to each other technically, because she is able to fight Kaido, but she also can't beat Kaido directly. There are multiple statements that Kaido's the strongest creature on the planet, and she's even convinced that Whitebeard's above her, because she said that she specifically says that if my daughter had married the Giant Prince, I could have used their army to take over the world. I could have beaten every other Yonko, even Whitebeard. So she considers Whitebeard stronger than Shanks and Kaido. And once Blackbeard shows up, honestly, I think Blackbeard's just stronger. Doesn't Makima's ability only work if the person is the one who sees her as superior? No. From what I've been told...
No, it's it's Makima's perspective, not the person. Because to most other people, Makima is just another person. They don't know that she's a demon.
Yeah, because isn't she able to, like, fucking enslave more power, like, technically, theoretically, more powerful demons than her? Because she just views herself as superior to them?
Technically she can, and she can also technically throw hands with like, the full Chainsaw Man for, like, a little bit before she tries to depower him.
Called it our Freedom Fund on account it was going to make sure we stayed that
I think I sent you the scan for it ages ago, but the actual Chainsaw Man has, like, a star level statement and, like, light speed.
Yeah.
The gear's locked up safe and sound, but we split the code amongst ourselves, etched each number on the back of our lighters. I'd take care of this myself if I were 10 years younger, but now, hell, I'd just get myself killed for no good reason.
The problem with Makima is that you can't properly power scale her until Chainsaw Man is, like, truly once for all done.
I thought it was over already.
No, because there's a part 2 of Chainsaw Man. And what Genji's looking after is basically her reincarnation, which is just the reincarnation of the Control Devil.
Yeah.
So while she's technically a different character, she's technically the same character. Because the way demons work is that a demon can die or just resurrect and come back.
Yeah. What will it take to kill a demon for good in external power scaling?
In Chainsaw Man, it's hard to tell because the reason why the Chainsaw Man was super dangerous and super feared was because when he eats something, he erases it from history. He erases it from memory and history.
All this ripe fruit is attracting bears. Under normal circumstances, we try and catch them and release them somewhere safer. But these bears got into some of that bliss.
Like, that's why at the end of part 1 of Chainsaw Man, like, Denji tries to eat, like, Makima's remains. Yo! Yo!
But yeah, no, Chainsaw Man's so weird. I never actually read Chainsaw Man. The only reason I know about Jujutsu Kaisen the way I do is because of the fact that...
Devil.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, every power scaler and their dog is fucking in love with fucking Jujutsu Kaisen for some reason, especially in terms of power scaling, even though it's literally not that impressive. Like, just to let people know, Jujutsu Kaisen in terms of powers has, like, 2 heavy hitters, which is Gojo and Sukuna, and only one of them is a real heavy hitter. The other one is vaguely a heavy hitter, depending on what you're willing to argue with Maharaga, which, again, most Jujutsu Kaisen fans and power scalers will negate to tell you, Maharaga does not adapt straight away. It takes a lot of time.
I don't think it's ever actually confirmed how long it takes Maharaga to adapt. It's like, but most of the time, at least for the first adaptation, it takes quite a while. It's not like instant.
And for a series that's as, like, heavily power scale as Jujutsu Kaisen, you'd expect it to be faster than, like, base light speed.
But even that's hella debatable.
Well, it is, because it isn't the debate now whether or not it's light speed or just relativistic.
Unless, you know, you want to be really base and just go infinite, you know, because of Gojo or Inaccessible.
He doesn't move in there.
Because Gojo moved in the prison world.
No, he doesn't fucking move in there. He's constricted in there.
Let me look up Gojo in the prison world real quickly.
Motherfucker ain't walking around.
Isn't that because he specifically can't? Not like specifically like as he can't move in the prison realm, but it's not like the prison realm meant to like keep him in check.
I believe so. But I'd have to reread that arc.
Well, so I mean, he's not moving a lot, but technically he is moving his hand back and forth, but he himself is not moving. So I don't know. It's probably like a really fucking... It'd be one of the worst feats for inaccessible speed, but it is technically something that does happen, technically.
Yeah. I just don't understand why the Versus is heavily fucking talked about as it is in terms of the Versus community. It's probably just Gojo, isn't it?
Probably. It's probably because people really like Gojo. Gojo seemed really powerful. But honestly, just not that good.
I think a lot of people have also like come to the conclusion that a lot of different verses have characters who can just like straight up negate his shit. Because whenever I see people like bring up Gojo, they try and use him as like a gotcha character. Being like something to bring out so you never like lose a debate, and it's just like once we found out that like space manipulation 100% like fucks with his shit, it kind of like killed him.
Another Evil Knievel side mission. Yeah, customs like these. Like who?
Like anyone who can manipulate space.
Yeah, Sukuna Slash basically just revealed that if you can bypass or manipulate space, you can most likely beat Gojo's domain. The argument I did hear from, like, I think one of the Programmer's older videos is that there's already a character in Jujutsu Kaisen who can manipulate space, and they are not considered to be a threat to Gojo. But at that point, I would probably just argue that that's just Gojo being a superior fighter in general. Like a Force User in Star Wars?
Basically, if you have an attack that doesn't technically need range to work, yeah, you can 100% get him. Like, telekinesis, 100% would work. And technically, because of how Gojo's shit works, technically, like, poisons can get through, because he's never trained it to actually, like, counter poison. Sound can get through, and light can also get through. But the problem that a lot of people have is that they don't understand, or they won't tell you that, like, Gojo's ability is not true infinity. That's what it's called, but that's not what it actually does. Because all it does is it just divides the speed of anything coming towards him, so you theoretically can never reach him.
Yep.
So if you ever had an ability where you could create, like, an infinite, like, space between you and your opponent, it would already be superior to infinity. Like, the Zim hates the way I describe it, but it's actually true. It's literally just a shit, like a shit lesser version of, like, the Green Baby from Part 6.
Yeah, don't believe him. Sasuke had a field day with Gojo's Infinity.
He really wouldn't. He literally has ways to get past it.
Sasuke has ways to get past Infinity, Kyle?
Like, I've never enjoyed Jujutsu Kaisen versus Naruto fights because it's just like, okay, so you're heavily banking on Gojo in a verse where he would get disgustingly speed blitzed. So at what point do we even say that, like, Gojo's going to try any of his shit if he can't see the opponent? No, because keep in mind, Gojo is Lightspeed at the end of the series. You can make arguments that characters like Kakashi and that have been Lightspeed since Itachi and Kisame came to the village and they dodged Itachi's water bullet, which is stayed to move at the speed of light.
Is this guy still calling you?
You're like a bad lover.
I didn't mean Sasuke wouldn't have a hard time getting past it. I'm saying is that yes, I'm gonna treat it as a joke.
Well, the problem is that any character that can basically manipulate space in any way, shape, or form would basically have an easy time with it. Because there are multiple ways to get past infinity. If you have a power that infinity doesn't recognize, it won't stop it. Gojo, there are two types of infinity. There's passive infinity, and then there's active infinity that Gojo is focusing on. Gojo usually relies on his passive. If his passive hasn't been trained, it's not going to know to stop it. And it's just going to let it go through.
Thanks for helping out at Falls End.
Ran into this guy while on patrol. He was ranking all 50 states in ascending order of patriotism. Thought he was a nut job, but there's something about him I just can't put my finger on.
I'd love to follow the rails one day, just to see where they lead.
So Whitebeard is used to be considered the strongest creature on the planet. No, so this is where what's following you from stopping the rails from following the rails then? Nothing cause being difficult.
Come here, deputy.
So
I know who you are, deputy.
Hey, look, he's back.
What you're doing. My name is Special Agent Willis Huntley. The man in charge has been monitoring Eden's Gate for some time.
The CIA agent from the other games.
Highest authority to handle it. But the prepubescent eggheads at Langley tell me this is a sharing economy now. And before we help you, you need to do something for us. So just like a fine Turkish sauna, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Pardon my French.
I actually find it funny he's an actual agent.
Get in my car and I'll explain.
He's in every game, right? Or was he just in Fallout 3 going forward?
Nah, just as far as I'm aware, 3 going forward.
I was on vacation visiting all 50 states in ascending order of patriotism when I got a call. The call. I've been sent here on a special mission from the big man himself. Jesus, tap dancing Christ, just saying that gets me semi-erect. Pardon my French. I need to recover a tape that, if released, could make him look bad to the public. I tracked it here to a member of Joseph's happy family. He stashed it somewhere, and that's where you come in. I'm gonna lure out our man, and you're gonna follow him back to his hidey hole and get the tape back from me. Do this for your country, and your country will solve your little cult problem for you.
Okay, so Whitebeard. So Whitebeard is referred to as the strongest man on the planet.
We're here. Follow me.
The issue with that is that
the rest of the way.
The statement of Kaido being the strongest creature on the planet is also in the same sentence. So people will call Whitebeard the strongest man who ever lived and call Kaido the strongest creature in like the same paragraph. So a lot of people assume that Whitebeard being the strongest man has something to do with his ideals and shit, but otherwise it's just like
access to the equipment in
it's
this
weird.
tower. Get rid of all these doomsday.
Well, the problem is that you have Kaido who also like widely regards Whitebeard and his power. Because wasn't it he actively never tried to fight Whitebeard as well?
None of the Yonkos ever actively fought each other, which is kind of weird when you consider the fact that Whitebeard was dying half the time. So it's really weird that none of the other Yonkos tried to take him out. I think after this mission we'll call it here for today.
Yeah. The problem with One Piece is that you'll find the further along you go, especially after, like, Marineford, the worse the fucking scaling gets, because it just becomes extremely circular.
Yeah.
Because I think me and Zim were discussing this last week, but I think it starts around Ender's Lobby where it starts to get really, like, funky.
The problem is just how like the more you learn about the new world, the stronger other fighters should be. Like the idea that Smoker could ever take on Ace in Alabasta makes no sense.
Well, it's also the fact that you learn that Moria could literally throw hands with Kaido, but then he loses the, like, 3 time skip Luffy because he's, like, fat and depressed.
Yeah.
Attention, comrade. The bed has been wet. Repeat, the bed has been wet.
Who is this? How did you get on this frequency?
I don't have time to explain, but your bunker is compromised. You need to move fast.
Damn it. I'm at the boy's house. Send me a chopper and I'll take care of it.
It's tailing time, Deputy. Follow that chopper to Boyd's house. Let the target get in.
Is that it? Was that his whole sentence?
You good?
There's the chopper, right on time. If you got a wingsuit, you
can jump off the tower
and follow it down. Otherwise, I spotted an ATV that'll get the job done. Now get going.
If you're thinking of doing a Yujiro versus Whitebeard fight, then there's not enough information about Whitebeard yet. But
I would say Whitebeard just due to a massive speed blitz, and he would, like, irregardless, scale around the same tier.
Oh, and then there's also stamina feats, because technically we have confirmation that young Whitebeard fought Roger for 3 days and nights. Which, if you actually take that seriously, which there's no reason not to, that's probably the best stamina feat any of the Yonkos have ever actually produced. I guess it kind of makes it clear why, like, Whitebeard was above the other admirals if he could fight for 3 whole days and nights against someone on his level. But so can the admirals, so I guess that makes sense.
I was gonna say, doesn't Akainu and Aokiji literally have a statement that they had a fight for like a full week at Punk Hazard?
They fought for, I think, 10 days straight. It's actually really silly when you consider all the stamina feats in the series. And then you see Luffy, like, there's like a 30-minute fight.
I'm
I like how this guy doesn't question what's on the tape, only that he needs to get the tape.
That's the CIA for you. Out of curiosity, who do you think would be the next One Piece character that will probably get in the death battle?
Considering we've already had, well, actually, Luffy hasn't shown up yet in that battle, has he?
No, he has not. We've had Zoro, Sanji, Ace.
Are there any ice matchups left?
Not really. Unless you want to do Aokiji vs Sub-Zero, but...
I'm listening. Then probably fucking... It's because, like, a lot of One Piece characters don't really have good matchups.
It'd probably just be Whitebeard then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but who would you really put Whitebeard up against? Fucking...
Well, people want fucking, Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins, but that's more of a meme fight.
Why, because Escanor's scale is higher or something?
No, it's just a meme fight. Because the reason people want him is that it's just two really buff dudes fighting each other.
I mean, I'll take that. Deathbell would do that. I could see that.
They would, but if you're gonna do a fanatical fight for Whitebeard, you might as well just do fucking Makarov from Fairy Tail.
Deal was a deal, but we live in a new America now. I know you're wishing for a handout, but that's just how it is. Reminds me of something my grandmother used to say to me. Wish in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up first. I miss her. See you around, kid.
You'd think he'd at least give you something for your troubles.
He essentially gave me a crisp pat on the back and well done, son.
Oh, your favorite kind of payment.
No, that's my favorite payment I give people, not me. I want tangible stuff.
Oh. How hypocritical. Just like you, Kyle. Boa Hancock versus Tsunade.
That matchup fucking sucks, and Boa Hancock should win.
I'm gonna say it like this. Most of One Piece beats most of Naruto until you get to the later scaling, because apparently there are arguments for really high tier Naruto. Oh yeah, and actually going back to the
Where's he? Hang on, where's he going? You have a car.
Don't worry about it.
Where's he?
Don't worry about
Why?
it. Because he's CIA. Also,
Was he gonna disappear like the Predator?
Bruh. So going back to the strongest Straw Hat real quickly. You remember how I told you how Jinbei wasn't intimidated by Big Mom, so she couldn't take any of his life. When Nami loses her hockey in front of Jinbei, he backs up and is sweating.
Oh no! Don't tell me Nami is superior to Big Mom.
I mean, to be fair, whenever like the Straw Hats are in a like group picture, and Luffy has like a shirt that refers to him as like King, Nami does have a Queen shirt, so who knows? Maybe there actually will be a payoff for Nami being like basically the third Straw Hat.
I mean, in retrospect, there's not really a problem if Luffy gets with Nami anymore, unless you're really hard set on fucking Boa Hancock for some reason. Because technically, Sanji said he's got pudding.
So the thing is that I think Oda's already confirmed he doesn't want to have a romance in there, mainly because it's a teenager story for like male teenagers, which I really wonder if he still believes that shit when like his original audience is already 40 something.
I think he was also not married at the time. I think he might have like changed his mind.
Well, all I'm saying specifically is that I would not be surprised if by the end of it, all of the Straw Hats more or less are just stronger than where the Yonkos were during beforehand. Because, I mean, you could argue that for Rayleigh and some of the other surviving members of Big Mom Pirates, that, like, those fucking pirate crew members were stronger than the rest. I think in the actual movie with Douglas Bullitt, he's basically considered on par, if not above, Yonkos.
Can we just say the fact that, like, One Piece Stampede has, like, no story, but it's such a fucking fun movie that you don't care? I've still yet to see Red. Is Red good?
I have not seen Red, but I don't think Red's all that good now. Also, apparently Dragon Ball is having a Goku versus Gohan fight.
Why is he gonna be signed up for?
Gohan's going the Beast White mode, so I guess we're gonna see Gohan kick some ass finally.
You mean Gohan mastered Ultra Instinct?
No, it's Beast mode. It's called Beast mode, bro.
Is Carrot Piccolo gonna be there?
I don't know. Maybe he'll fight Vegeta. But yeah, no. Yeah, because
that would actually bring the power scaling back to like full circle to not have like Piccolo be a jobber anymore.
In the official,
he doesn't have to beat Vegeta. He just has to hold his own for a bit.
In the official Dragon Ball card game, Piccolo now has the God title under his tags, so I guess he is considered a Namekian God now or something. Which is just weird. It's really weird.
So how does it classify Black Frieza?
I don't think Black Frieza's in the game, but I'll check. At any rate, yeah, we'll call it there for a day. I might do a birthday stream tomorrow, because I'm not going to work tomorrow. We'll see what happens. And yeah, because I do got college work tomorrow. I'm going to take care of in the morning, but I think it's only taking like 3 hours, and that's still going to be pretty chill. So yeah, do you have anything else you want to say, Kyle?
No, but I do need to decide what we'll be streaming on Friday.
Alright, because you're not, you haven't decided between Metal Gear or
something else, I guess.
Why can't you do the next Tomb Raider game?
Because the next Tomb Raider game is going to take me quite a while. Because there's like 13 different DLCs I have to go through as well.
So do you want to just play like a one and done game, or do you want to start another series and then just go back to Tomb Raider?
Well, that's what I was planning on doing. Just just going backwards and forwards.
I mean, I guess you could start Metal Gear then. Might as well.
Yeah, just.
Of course, you're gonna start it timeline accurate, right?
That means we start with 3, yes?
Yes. In that case, we would start with 3, yes, and then we would go Peace Walker.
How do we go about doing Portable and Peace Walker?
Is Peace Walker not on your thing?
No.
I'll check and see. Portable we won't be able to do at all. I don't think.
Well, I guess we could. I guess we could like. I guess I could like download it and like, I guess, stream it so we can watch it.
Hang on. Let me check Metal Gear Solid because I'm pretty sure that fucking it should have.
Not the one that came out recently, not the Master Collection that just came out. With the Master Collection that came out, there's the 2 originals. They're basically like the 2D ones, and you get 1, 2, and 3. But there's not the Game Boy recreations for 1 and 2. Is the original.
Yeah, I was gonna say because the Xbox original remake had that stuff going on, but it looks like it's not there.
It might come out with the second collection because I think the second collection is going to have. Well, it's definitely going to have 4 and Rising Revengeance.
I think we'll just have to skip those for the time being because I could try playing Peace Walker on the 360, but like, or we could try emulating it, but I don't know if you want to risk like run your laptop on emulating Peace Walker.
Well, if we're gonna try emulating it,
Yeah, wait. Why don't we try doing King Kong again?
yeah, we can do that. Is there a way that we can do a test stream where it's not going to give like a notification that we're trying to do like a test stream first?
We can just set a stream as private and then go from there. I'll explain to you later. At any rate, thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody.